Hey guys, this is Odo Gaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the Sand Devil dungeon, like the Sand Devil's Necropolis. I've already stated, if you've been in my streams, that I'm not a big fan of this dungeon. I don't know, I feel like, not specifically for what it brings, but it's like, it's a little bit of everything. So this dungeon brings us artifact enhancement that can basically make or break your account, in the sense of like, or non-specific your account, but your gear. So for example, if you have like a piece of gear that's 5-star legendary, 6-star legendary, has the all perfect substats, and then you try to ascend it and gives you the crap one, it kind of ruins your piece. It kind of makes it the worst. Like, I've seen some other people like Smiley, shout out to Smiley, that has mentioned that same thing, and you know, that's kind of annoying, and I feel like that's kind of stupid the way that it was implemented. Second of all, I don't really agree with the fact that, you know, another thing that sucks up our energy, and the cap has not changed in 3 years, 4 years since the game's been out. That's just ridiculous to me. Like, that's mind-blowing. This should be something that it should be like, give us 10 keys a day, that's all you can use. Good luck, you know, if you like your energy, just do it like that, and it is what it is. Yeah, that's the thing. And then, like I said, I don't know, it's just too much complicated. However, I decided to give it a shot and try to see what I can do for myself, if I can find myself a team that I would be able to try and farm this. So this whole, you know, my whole journey, to say so, was a little bit funny, you know, even though I started with a little bit of a rant. I don't like this dungeon, but it is what it is. I guess I'm gonna have to do it, because, you know, that's the way things go. But the way that I started my journey of building this team was in my, you know, in my cluster chat. One of my clanmates, Shaper, said to me, "Oh yeah, check this out. This could be a good team." And that's a team showed by fellow content creator. I think his name is WRECKS. Honestly, I'm sorry, I do not speak Russian, so I think he's WRECKS, a fellow Ukrainian content creator that has showed a 3-man team for the sake of the Sand Devil's Necropolis. This was pretty amazing to see. Like, he showed a little bit, you know, the way the team works. I mean, honestly, I cannot, I don't understand the language. It's hard for me. Maybe I'm missing something in his explanations. If you guys can watch this, I'll leave it in the comments below. But I could not understand, like, what he's showing here is like, you know, it's pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing, the fact that this team actually worked. It worked for him. I tried to copy the exact speeds, similar masteries, not perfect, 100% the same. Like, I think Elva was missing like 1 mastery, but I feel like there was not much stuff that I saw in this one that I was missing, or maybe, I don't know, like I said, maybe I didn't understand something that he mentioned, but I tried to copy this exact same team, and I ran it 3 times in a row. It failed for me. Like I said, I'm not calling him out, being like, oh yeah, your team sucks. No, it's just, unfortunately, I do not understand to follow his exact instructions to try and copy this team. However, from this team, I went on, you know what, actually I'm gonna post this team on my in the description. I'm gonna post it in the description in case you guys want to go check it out. It might work like that for you, and if it does, please do leave it in the comments. I could recommend it for other people. But I started going from that team. Then it took me a while to manual it. I mean, look at some of these crazy times, but it took me a while to manual it and get to that point. And after that, I tried to do it like that. It doesn't work. Then what I thought was like, okay, let me try and bring somebody else in. I brought a Mother Sybil. I run like 3-4 runs. After the second one, it failed, so it's like 50-50. That's not consistent enough. I don't like it. I'm not gonna make a video on something that's like 50-50. The worst odds that I would like to make something on is like 90-95%. If it's a 90-95% success rate, okay, I'm gonna make a video on it. So the next thing that I was like, okay, added Mother Sybil, doesn't work. Then I thought to myself, okay, what else do I do? Because I kind of copied that build, and basically what I had is, I had my ninja up in a day set, I had Stone Skin on Elva, and then I had Godseeker just with the stats. So it still didn't work. So I was like, let me just add myself Mark Stalker. Since I built him on stream, I got him, I was like, you know what, let me just add him. I added Mark Stalker again. I run the team, the third one failed again. So I'm like, really, I'm not happy about this. I guess the reason why it failed is, in the team with Mark Stalker and Ninja, if Ninja places the sleep before Mark Stalker comes to do it, the 2-turn sleep, it kind of gets screwed over. So I'm like, you know what, let me take on Ninja and let's bring out good old Geomancer. And I came to this team. I came to this team that, you know, let me run it. Hopefully it doesn't fail. Like, I run it 5-10 times already, and it was looking pretty. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, this one I keep forgetting. I should do A1 with Geomancer. That's my mistake. But the whole principle that I've noticed like to this team is just get your revive on that champion. If you have Mother Sybil, I feel like she's the best one because her passive is amazing. Every time she gets revived, she heals all your allies and she boosts all your allies' turn meter. So having her as the revive on this champion for this team is actually amazing. Then honestly, I had Elva and Godseeker because I don't know. This is the first thing that I tested. I swear. When this dungeon came out, the first thing that I tried was like I put Elva in a team and then started pushing with her, Sifi, Rotos and some other people. But the reason why I guess I like her so much is she brings out a revive that's on a long turn cooldown. She brings continuous heals on the A1. She brings an AoE cleanse with increased speed and block debuffs for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown, which is pretty amazing because this boss puts on the A1, he puts decreased accuracy, decreased speed that can hurt us. So having Elva keep rotating those skills just keeps doing it pretty, pretty easily. Godseeker comes a little bit with a heal, buff extension, revive on that's pretty amazing. That can help. Then Mugstalker is obviously for the sake of that sleep, and then Geomancer just being Geo. He does his HP burn, boss hits him, he dies, boss kills himself. Look at that damage, boom. Guess what? Geo's back, no worries. So one thing that it's like, the tricky thing, or I get the weird thing about this team is we know that this boss is bugged. This boss is bugged, and the way that things work, I don't know, it's weird. I have no idea. It's madness. But this team seems to be working because one funny thing that happens is it seems the boss does not like to use his A2. Once, I don't know, maybe once people lose this much HP, because like I haven't seen him use the A2 almost at all. Because if he would use the A2, the whole concept of this team would not work anymore, as he would cleanse that HP burn from Geo. I mean, to be fair, it might still work even if he cleansed it, but he would keep healing, so that might be a little bit tricky, and that might make it harder for this team to actually work, or it might just take it, this team might just take longer to actually work. But so far, like I said, all that I've run so far, it was pretty fine. It worked. Boom, look at that. And everything falls in just fine. See the sleep, the one turn hit, and boom, the HP burn for Geo. The only tricky thing that I would suggest if you build this team yourself with like, some variations, maybe don't take War Master on people, because the more War Masters you have, the higher the chance that the boss will wake up before Geomancer gets the chance to do his HP burn, That's because every time you get a hit, it's like the hit counts and the War Master counts as well. Same thing, I haven't tested it, but I think same thing might happen with Phantom Touch. So keep that in mind if you're trying to build this team. For the sake of Elva, maybe this team should work pretty easily. Like I said, I haven't tested too many other things. This is just the result that I came to. I'm like, boom, I want to show it because I want to have a video on my channel about this this boss. I cannot test too many things because again, don't have tier 3 test server. This boss costs energy, and it costs a ton of energy. So I'm not gonna keep wasting my energy because I'm low on resources anyway. So this is the team that I found. This is the team that works for me. Let me just show you the presets, and it's pretty good time, as you saw. It's under 5 minutes. That's amazing. And this team will now work on stage 25 though, keep in mind. And the reason for that is because stage 25 is force, and Mugstalker will not land that sleep as consistently. So that's why stage 24, it's good enough, it's high enough, it's under 5 minutes. So let me just quickly show you the presets, then I'm gonna show you the belts. So basically, Elva, it's because of all the testing that I've done, like I upped her speed, down her speed, did this, did that. I basically tried to make her go after the boss, because she's in a stone skin, so she's not gonna get one shot. Everybody else is gonna get one shot. But even if you have her not being a stone skin and she gets one shot as well, it's still gonna work because we have the revive on death. I have Mother Sybil going first. Like I calculated the speed with the aura from Elva, making sure that Mother Sybil, or Sybil, or however say her name, always goes first. She puts revive on death, boss does his ultimate, everybody gets revived, gets boosted, and everything works perfectly. One thing that is extremely important, at least for what I've seen and for what I'm doing here, is to have Mother Sybil be the last one in the position, because once the revive on that happens, everybody gets revived. Even though you see them all pop back up, they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 revive. So basically, if you look over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the order that they will be revived. And that is really important because of her passive. Her passive says like this: fully heals the allies with the lowest HP whenever this champion is killed. So basically, if nobody dies, she's gonna fully heal somebody. If she's at the back, she doesn't get the chance to fully heal someone. If she's at the front, this would proc in, but we don't really care about this one for the first hit. The second part, the thing that's really important, heals all allies by 20% of their max HP and fills their turn meters by 15% whenever this champion revived. Because she's wrong affinity, she might die a lot, like Geo dies, but she might die sometimes, and if she dies, she just keeps boosting. So that's why she's so good, and I recommend her. If you don't have Mother Sybil, just bring anybody else that does an AoE revive on death. I'm quite sure it should work roughly the same. So Skytouch Shaman, what's his face, Light Sworn, Cardia, like whoever you have that does an AoE revive on death, just bring him in instead of Mother Sybil, and that's gonna work. If you have somebody that can place a Brimstone as well, if you have, you know, Brimstone that can place the Smite as well, that's gonna be helpful because you have a higher chance of keep doing more damage when the boss gets a turn and does his A3. But I think for this team specifically, if the boss only does his A1, that doesn't help. So maybe for the initial hit, like the first one, it might work. But yeah, let's continue with the reset. So Geomancer start with the A1. Like if he goes before the boss goes, start with the A1. If not, if he goes after he gets revived, then make sure he does the A3. Always prioritize the A3. Godseeker again, open with the A1. So the whole idea is like this: whoever goes before the boss, make them do the A1. That's it. Whoever goes before the boss, make them do the A1 apart from Mother Sybil that does the revive on death. Everybody else can, you know, she does A2, everybody else does A1, because after they revive, the boss has the sleep on himself. Sorry about that. The boss has the sleep on himself for 2 turns, and that's where you want to throw all of your skills in there. And then Mog Stalker, just have him prioritize the A2, I suppose. I mean, I left it like this. It worked pretty well. I don't need to do it because there's nobody else that does sleep in this team. Let's have a quick look at the builds, because, you know, this team, it seems that the time's passing pretty fast. So, Mother Sybil is still in my build for Hydra. She's still in Guardian with Perception, high speed, high accuracy. I just had to pump her accuracy a bit higher. I should pump it even more if I care about her decreased speed. But I don't really care about any debuffs from her. I just care about her for the revive on death and for her passive that helps out a bit, and that's about it. Nothing else that I care about Mother Sybil. These are her masteries again. All of this is specific for Hydra. So I guess the reason why I like this, and this is pretty fun, is because half of these champions are built for something else and they work in the team for stage 24, and that makes me happy. Elva Autumnborn don't even have finished masteries on her. I have a 4-piece stone skin on her, so she gets that, you know, that buff on herself that makes her not be able to be one-shot. I don't even have the gear maxed. There's stuff that can be improved. I just got her to be like 240 speed and then tanky. Didn't care about any other stat, just decent speed and then good HP, good defense. That's about it. Obviously, I have her book. You kind of want at least the A2 book. This one's the one that's pretty nice. If you have the A3 as well, that's fine, but the A2 is the one that you prefer to have booked. She also does some heals on the passive, some other good stuff. Godseeker and Yuri, honestly, again, Godseeker and Yuri like to be fully booked. I just had her with speed and survivability, so I actually kept her the same build as in the video that I saw at the beginning from my fellow content creator Riddick. I tried to keep her at 281 speed and then survivability stats, so I just left it like that. It's good enough. She's gonna rotate through her heal, she's gonna rotate to come back to her revive if we need that. Then these are the masteries. Maybe for the sake of this one, like I mentioned, I might just take it off the offense tree and just come down to support tree for extra healing and keep it support with defense. And maybe here on the defense side, I could take Bulwark, or I could take Timely Intervention to get the turn meter boost whenever, you know, Geo drops and gets killed. I'm not sure if this one would take, actually, because the way it looks like Geo's HP is always 0, so I'm not sure if this one's gonna work. But still, for other content, like for the Iron Twins, this could be helpful, because I'm using Godseeker and Iron Twins in the same build. Then Geomancer, talking about the Iron Twins, Geomancer is in the same build that I use for the Iron Twins, that I use for Hydra. I'm gonna use him in the exact same build for the sake of the Devil, the Sand Devil, and that makes me happy. So basically, the way that I have him is 248 speed, around 500 accuracy, and then survivability. Okay, the speed is a bit overkill. You might not need to get this crazy speed. Around maybe 230, 240 could work. That should be plenty. Then Masteries, these are the Masteries that I have specifically for Hydra, because, you know, I want the extra chance for his A1 to land and to extend the HP bonds and all that stuff. And War Master, so having War Master and Geomancer, I guess, is not a bad idea. Avoid trying to give War Master if you can for everybody else. Then Mark Stalker, no Masteries. Booked. You want this one booked because you want to take it on a 2-turn cooldown. He's arguably the best sleep champion for this boss, guys. The best one, and especially because you can farm it from campaign. Go to stage 10 on campaign, go to the boss stage, and just keep hitting it until you get a copy, and then hopefully have rare books. If not, just keep farming it so you can book him up. I just had him a decent speed and with the accuracy that I want. So I want it to be around 220, 230 speed, around 500 accuracy, and then survivability stats. And as a rare, he does his job pretty well. So yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. If you do enjoy my content, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna, you know, I might experiment some more with this, but maybe not too often, because like I said, it costs a ton of energy and I don't have the energy to waste, unfortunately. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.